play, you remember this game, they have roles. 9 of them, in fact. I ranked them before, but I re-rank it. That's how I play the games. And some of this might be similar, some might not be. Some opinions could change. Who knows? It's my opinion. We don't argue. Yeah, we don't even have to argue. We have 9 of these things, which are crewmate, imposter, scientist, guardian angel, engineer, shapeshifter, noisemaker, phantom, tracker. With all that, let's get into the number 9 spot. This is kind of obvious what I'm going to pick. You know, from the old retro days in Among Us, there were 2 roles only. Crewmate and imposter. But there isn't that much thing to do apart from tasks, calling meetings, all of that stuff as a crewmate. It's obvious I have to pick crewmate as the worst one. And also you could have good skins, sure, yeah. Well, there's no point to being a crewmate, really. Oh yeah, other way. Well, you should know something. There's a lot more retro stuff in the game to be more older than usual, but there are more versions of a crewmate than you might know, because there are all these 4 versions. Well, 6 actually no, I keep 6 versions. Obviously the normal crewmate's not good, but what about the guardian angel? This might be an unpopular opinion. It might be very underrated. But the one, you can't haunt as a guardian angel. Well, you have to protect people. Sure, the protect can be useful. Most of the time when someone gets eliminated, they just leave the game anyway. So there's not really a point. Unless you're doing like some spin-off thing, game mode. But, yeah, being honest, this deserves this spot. To be fair. There's one thing, and there's the most classicest thing of all. Apart from crewmate, there's imposter. An imposter, you could do a lot much on the skull. It won't really work here. You can actually use the vents, move around, do all the classic stuff. And you can even, well, fix oxygen if you want to. But a faster way to fix oxygen. But it's the most classic role, to be fair. And it doesn't do much, so it's pretty obvious that this role is down this low at the number 7 spot. I should not have done that. Okay, you know there's one thing that, apart from Mirror HQ and Skull, there's one thing that's on Polish Airship Fungal that is not on here, and it's the Vital. So the scientist helps us here. It's a battery powered Vitals, which you can use. You can use it to clear people even, hence why it's number 6. But there are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more roles left, and this just didn't skim the top 5, but it's still a good role to mess around with, and you do tasks to charge it up, so it's way more encourageable to do tasks. you know, some of the new roles are around, well, new, of course, but there are many of the new roles that can be good, but then there's the Noisemaker. Okay, so it basically skimmed the top 5. But why would I make the Noisemaker here? Well, I can't show you what it does here. Basically, it'll set up a little alarm thing. If you get eliminated, that'll show you what's happened. It's very cool to use, actually. Use it wisely, though. I don't mean you have to use it very wisely. Use it wisely, and it can be useful depending on what map you're on. If you're in Mirror HQ, for example, the small hallways, and that's probably the smallest map in the game, maybe. So it's easier to find them. So that's why the Noisemaker gets the 5th spot. There's one thing. There's this one in the older version. There used to be this glitch where if you vent and a meeting happens, you turn invisible. But this glitch is reality, because the Phantom is kind of that. But there's a downside that holds it back. Sure, you can just do this. There's a lot of evidence to see that, and there is another flaw with this role. It's kind of like the Shapeshifter, but you're invisible. The reason I say it reference the Shapeshifter is because of this little timer. But there's a problem. You cannot eliminate anyone while invisible. Which has to dock points and just put it to number 4. But there's a bronze, silver, and gold medal left. It shall get the bronze medal is the tracker. The tracker is where you can stick this tracking device in someone, and it'll tell you where they are at all times. And it's basically showing you, but it is on a time limit, which this role is not that overpowered. Even though they aren't even moving, but it is on a duration limit, just like most of the other roles. This role is not as overpowered as the silver and bronze medal role. The silver medal will go to the engineer. Just like I said last time, you can go around on events, but there's event duration unlike the imposter, and you're event golden, so you can try and innocent yourself. It's as simple as that. You can't vent if a comm outage is happening, though, similar to like the Guardian Angel not being able to protect during a comm outage, for example. And you can even catch the imposters, and there are so many plays you could do, but there's a counter, which earns the gold medal. Now, the best role in Among Us is up with that still. The Shapeshifter. What you can do, morph into someone else, then do a lot of stuff you could, obviously, and blame them. Also, you can spam vents, because if they're engineers, because engineers always have a vent cooldown, and engineers do not have an infinite cooldown without, and cannot vent without cooldown unless they have mods inactive. But there's a duration and it's all fair and fun, and there's even an egg color. So that's the end of the video. Like to go, don't swear in the comments.